It's week 5 of the 2025 season. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Broncos and the Eagles. All that and more coming up next.
Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Greg, wild first month of the calendar in the NFL. Had some great games, some finishes that were pretty special, the usual surprises. Now, we hit October, and like you say, this is where the season really gets going.
Yeah, doesn't it just feel like on the NFL calendar, every month kind of has its own vibe, right? It's September, you're just starting to figure out how good you are. You don't even know how good your own team is, let alone the rest of the league.
Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And we're underway here in South Philly. Harris Campbell now on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all 3 phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire...
Oh, and they come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game.
Prior to the opening kickoff, the home crowd is rocking. They're on their feet cheering. Well, one play in, got a little quieter in here. This defense came out, and they took the fight right to him, able to bring the quarterback down for an opening play sack to get their defense settled into this one. He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Here comes the Denver offense, set to take over for the first time. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
And he's coming off a game where he's pretty much held in check for the majority of the contest. He had a couple nice throws here and there, and I think that's what gives this team hope that he is the quarterback for the future, Mike, because when he's on, it looks like big boy football. The problem is they just don't see it enough. He didn't get into any sort of established rhythm, never found the end zone, and of course he had the one interception. I think today, get him off to a good start, get an idea of what the defense is looking to do to counter you, and find some easy layups to get this quarterback going. I think last week they weren't able to do it, and if they don't find early success today, I have a feeling the result might not be all that different.
And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Eagles offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. And that one incomplete.
So they made it a priority here early to try to get him the ball in the first quarter, but that was their 3rd attempt. None of them have resulted in a catch. I think you got to start looking elsewhere. You don't want to get into a position, Mike, where you feel like you're forcing the guy the ball and forcing your offense to run through him.
And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. A first down throw for Hurts. Now he'll run it, carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Broncos have it.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, but it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
The Broncos offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. A hit, and he has lost the football. That'll be picked up by the Eagles.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball, because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit, and that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like, because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough.
Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. He's got his tight end Goddard working the middle of the field.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Man in motion is Brown. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He keeps it himself. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback, but here we are, early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And that time, the pressure too much, he'll go down.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Hurts, gonna call his own number. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll try and get there on the ground. Now we'll get a pause here, an injured player, and it's A.J. Brown, who was hurt on that last play. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. On 4th down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. This one from 49. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Jaleel McLaughlin. Flag comes in as he's forward for about 3 yards, but we'll need to check on the call. They'll go play action with Nix. He'll take a shot with Mims.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
And they finally get him down. Good gain on the ground, but hold everything. Maybe a reason he got so free. Second down. Nix. Off he goes.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback, just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Nix from the gun on third down. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Here's the punter now. And he's on to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. This fielded inside the 35. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's going to tuck it and go. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Broncos have it. Well, that changed quickly. A terrific scramble, getting downfield, picking up yardage, but then dropping the football. It comes out, and the defense comes up with the recovery.
There's not many quarterbacks in the league, Mike, that can make that play with their legs. It's just such a shame that at the end of that run, he fails to protect the ball. The defense is able to jar it loose and take it away of what otherwise was a pretty fantastic play there by that quarterback.
They'll run. This is McLaughlin. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Off the play fake, here's Nix. That's complete. It's McLaughlin. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Nix now to throw it here on first down. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Broncos first down.
On the ground, McLaughlin. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. We'll try again. It's second and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm and ends up getting away from him.
18 yards on the pickup there. First down, Broncos.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Defense. Still first down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. And they have the first down, so they get the completion on 1st and 5, and now they'll set up 1st and 10. Throwing, Nix. He connects with Mims. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. One of the tight ends in motion right. They'll run with the former Golden Domer, Audric Estime. Oh, making defenders look silly out there on his way into the end zone. Audric Estime. Touchdown, Denver. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Eagles 3.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
On 2nd down, Barkley. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? On play action, Hurts. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. The Broncos offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. A 1st down throw for Nix.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
3rd and 6. They'll throw. It's Nix. Here's a screen from McLaughlin. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20.
At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. To throw, Hurts. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. It's 2nd down. That one is caught by Campbell. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. A pistol snap back to Hurts. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
The Broncos offense ready to get back at it. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Nix. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page. And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions, and now it brings up 4th down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Second and 7. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And he'll get close to the marker. A nice run, probably a yard short of that 1st down. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try to run here with Barkley. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down. That'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. Now he'll run. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system. And all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and
oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Broncos offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. A run now with McLaughlin. And he's able to sidestep his way forward and pick up 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. He connects. It's in the hands of Reynolds.
Offside. Defense. Still 2nd down.
A run here. It's McLaughlin. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 3. And the Broncos 1st down.
Throwing is Nix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
He gets this complete to Dulcich. 11 yards on the connection there. Good for a Denver 1st down.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. To throw is Nix. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
The pressure will get to him. He goes down. There is a flag down in the backfield, usually the spot that tells us hold it. On comes the punter now, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds.
At their own 23-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. First down throw there is incomplete.
That's a throw that's going to make him cringe on Monday, Mike, in the film room. At this level, quick hitters, those quick, easy passes, those should be borderline automatic. But it was anything but this time around.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons, he can spread the ball out and find the open space.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. And a short pickup, too, about the 42-yard line. 2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And that ball intercepted by Pat Surtain. And he is going to score a pick 6 for the touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick 6.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. Lutz for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Broncos extend their advantage to 14-3.
Eagles 3.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. On the return is Rodgers. Now an opening past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's gonna take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And a short pickup, too, about the 42-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Hurts will work here from the pistol. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll try to run for it. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
A pass caught by Saquon. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the 44.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. This one complete to Campbell. Now a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down by about a yard. So they pick it up on 3rd and 2.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
Throwing is Hurts. Taking off, carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. One of his teammates there to take it back in. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Hurts working in the pistol. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. To throw is Hurts. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
On fourth down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal. Spotted at the 45, this is a 55-yard attempt. This one off the upright. He had the distance, but it's no good. And this stays a 2-score game. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. He's got it to the tight end, Dulcich. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Broncos.
Nix now to throw it here on 1st down. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he'll get this across midfield as he's brought down following a pickup of 5.
The defense is willing to just give up that run every single time. I mean, they're going to leave guys as far back as they can to protect the sticks. And in this case, flow to the ball, make an open field tackle, get off the field.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Man in motion is Smith. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Patrick Surtain makes the tackle. So we reach halftime here, and the visiting Broncos are on top. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, it's where the coach is. Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Devin Singletary, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, let's get down to Baltimore to check in on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Najee Harris, a touchdown run in the victory. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting Cleveland Browns. Nick Chubb, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run. These two teams leaving the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Good return here, brings it up to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
He was looking for Marvin Mims there, and it'll be second down. From the gun, here's a handoff, and he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. Nix from the gun on third down. Gonna look deep, looking for more. The Broncos bringing out their punter.
The Eagles take over.
Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And he has had all sorts of trouble in this one. Your quarterback has to take care of the ball, and he has not. Turning it over in the air, turning it over as a fumbler. You just cannot win football games in this league when the quarterback's giving the defense the ball. And that's what he's done in this one. On first down, it's Hurts. Now he'll run it. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. But he'll gather it back in. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Their own 26-yard line.
Hurts to throw. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go. 3rd and 9. Hurts now. He'll try and get there on the ground. He'll be stopped here short of the first down marker. Penalty flag is out as well. Here comes the Eagles punt team. A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? They'll go play action with Nix. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Here's a 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And 3rd down just became a lot tougher. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. They'll throw it, and they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
This is a really common play call in these real third and long situations in the NFL, Mike. You're trying to count on the defense either selling out on a blitz and catch them on the screen or playing super soft, get some blockers out in front and catch them off guard. In this case, they do neither. What you don't expect is the quarterback to be taken down for a sack.
Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Let's go back and scroll through some of their drives. One theme, Greg, going to keep emerging throughout: too many turnovers.
Yeah, I think it's been a combination of just carelessness, right? Some sloppy play offensively that has caused some of them. But also, let's give some credit to the defense. I think in a lot of the cases, they're also forcing these takeaways, punching the ball out, going up for interceptions. They've been in the right place at the right time. So, combination of really good defense at times, and at times, really bad offense. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Ball start, offense.
That's on the former first-round pick, Titus Howard. Now Jalen Hurts on second down. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Number 6, DeVonta Smith. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
To throw is Hurts. Taking off, he'll try to get there. They get 22 yards there. Good for an Eagles first down.
And this has been a familiar sight all day today for this defense. They have no answer for this quarterback as a runner. That last scramble puts him over 100 yards for the day.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. A pistol snap back to Hurts. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
Well, fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive. You have to feel the rush. You have to understand when that clock's going off.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
And that is incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The return starts from the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Throwing, Nix. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. A throw on the run is complete. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts getting set for their next possession. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. He'll tuck it and take off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Offense.
A second down throw for Hurts. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Hurts going to keep it on the option. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? They'll run it here with Saquon. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Here's Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up fourth down. Here comes the Eagles punt team, as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On the ground, McLaughlin. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Offense.
They'll run. This is McLaughlin. And he's going to have a Broncos first down. The tackle's made at about the 38-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A run now with McLaughlin. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. That is Cooper DeJean in there for the stop. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. To throw is Nix. He gets this complete to Dulcich. That pass play good for 22. First down, Broncos.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
Slot receiver headed right. They run on the jet sweep. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. A run here. It's McLaughlin. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Now Nick's going to look to throw. And he will have a Broncos first down by about a yard. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 5.
Here you are at the end of the game. You need a stop. You find yourself trailing. You have everybody covered, and the quarterback gets loose. Those are the plays that just kill a defensive coordinator. You're about to force a punt, about to get the ball back to your offense. Give credit to the quarterback. He made a play when they needed it.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Nix. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. That one on the former Notre Dame star, Mike McGlinchey. Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Here's a run. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Audric Estime. Touchdown, Broncos. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
His kick is good. Makes the score Broncos 21, Eagles 6.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. On the return, here comes Campbell. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Eagles offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Now it's Hurts. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And he will have this at midfield, forced out of bounds there. Hurts finding Smith, and an Eagle, first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
A big play and a much-needed one as well. 33 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. They'll run the toss to Barkley. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Holding. Offense.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. They run out of the gun with Barkley. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd and 11.
Hurts gonna hand this one to Shipley. And he will score! Game on! Will Shipley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So they get the touchdown, and now it is a 9-point game. Greg, you can go for 1 and make it a 1-possession game. Or some people think about going for 2 here. What would you do?
I think I'm going for 2, Mike. Listen, the way you have to look at it is I need a 2-point conversion at some point. But I want to know now, am I down truly 2 scores, or am I able to get it down to 7 and truly make it a 1 score? So I'm going for 2 now, and I want to know what the rest of this game looks like. How many possessions do I need?
So things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. This drive will start on the ground. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Second down, Nix. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. Back to the ground after the penalty. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
After 31, a gain of 10 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Back to throw is Nix. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
As this clock continues to tick, we're getting dangerously close here to do-or-die territory. But after that 3rd down sack, real good chance of getting off the field. No points allowed. Let's see if their offense now can do their job, because defense certainly did theirs.
This returnable from inside his own 40. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Eagles offense headed back to take over once more. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. And he's going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Now he'll run it. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
And he did not want to go down. Good running. Manages to gain 5.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. Man in motion is Smith. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They need one right now. 3rd and long. He'll try and get there on the ground. That is well done there. Converting on 3rd and 15.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of a defense, and we saw it again here.
Here's 1st and 10. Now, a whistle. Looks like there was movement on the left side of that offensive line. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. There he goes again.
These plays just kill you on defense. The pressure is good, but you have to contain them. Quarterback does a nice job of escaping the pocket, turns into a runner, scrambles for positive yardage.
On 2nd down, Hurts. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Eagles. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His 1st NFL touchdown. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a 2-part story? Part 1 taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this 2-point conversion here to tie it up.
To throw is Hurts. That's incomplete. Oh, they were going for the conversion to get this thing even. Instead, it will remain a 2-point game. So the lead is down to just 2 now in the 4th quarter as they kick it off. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense back onto the field for their next possession. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. Here's a screen from McLaughlin.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. and the defense has it.
You have to appreciate the effort of the ball carrier. I mean, how many tackles did it seem like he broke on that run? But so often we see it, Mike, time and time again. The more these guys fight for extra yards, they're fighting and clawing for every inch. That ball just gets a little lower and a little looser. And the way these guys are taught now on defense, if you don't have great ball security, they are going to attack it. And in this case, they're able to pop it loose and come up with a big takeaway.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now, Hurts. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. Now they are in business, inside the 15-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down. And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The visitors' offense getting set to get back to work. The deficit is 1, as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. And that is incomplete.
I can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. We'll try to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's 1st down. Once again, it's Barkley. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. And now at 1:52, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout. In motion now is White. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. They send him right out of the slot. They'll drop to throw. Oh, and a crusher there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. Now an injured player on the field, and that's the quarterback, Jalen, who is shaken up. That is a worrisome development here late in the game.
Elliott on for the field goal, a 34-yard attempt.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now. And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense make their way out to take over once more. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's complete. It's McLaughlin. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. The Philly faithful making some noise on their feet before 3rd down. That one on target to Moore. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They have time to work with, but they have no timeouts. It's 1st and 10. A throw over the middle going to be caught by Franklin. 2nd and 6 coming up. Play action now. It's Nix. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down. That's complete. Taken in by Franklin. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. So it's a win here for the Eagles. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.